Hey, it is time for another breaking story here at Occupy Democrats. And the question in this one regarding Donald Trump is this going to be the greatest crybaby story of all time or the most genius political move against Donald Trump anyone's ever seen? I'm going to show that story to you in just a few seconds because holy smokes, you got to see what just happened. And if you'd just like to see Trump out anyway, subscribe to the channel. But let's realize Donald Trump is the guy when he first became a politician, because, he might have a slight ego on him and a desire to be a, dictator. He said this.
Trump cast himself as an angry and all-powerful national defender.
I alone can fix it.
And that should never come as a shock because he's also the guy who cheats at golf, and this is coming from a single handicapped golfer who also likes to view himself this way here.
35 club championships. You all know that.
I know that.
35 club championships.
And stands in front of the United Nations and talks about how much he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. This.
Now, after ending all of these wars and also earlier negotiating the Abraham Accords, everyone says that I should get the Nobel Peace Prize for each one of these achievements.
And it wouldn't be Donald if he didn't denigrate somebody who has something I don't have. Obama.
Obama got a prize. He didn't even know what he got. He got elected, and they gave it to Obama for doing absolutely nothing but destroying our country. My election was a much more important election.
And then he tries to play that passive-aggressive, humble guy, which he doesn't do very well. This.
But for me, the real prize will be the sons and daughters who live to grow up with their mothers and fathers, because millions of people are no longer being killed.
And yet, the Nobel Peace Prize Committee is very clear about what they honor, and it's also known as integrity. Donald, this?
During the past months, U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly said he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize and he'd like to have it. He even said that it would be an insult to the United States if he doesn't get it.
In the long history of the Nobel Peace Prize, I think this committee has seen any type of campaign, media attention. This committee sits in a room filled with the portraits of all laureates, and that room is filled with both courage and integrity. So we base only our decision on the work and the will of Alfred Nobel.
And what's priceless to this breaking story right here is that just a few days ago, after we attacked Venezuela, he was asked about whether or not Corina Machado should be the person who's the main opposition leader to run the country. And then this was Trump's response.
Of opposition leader Machado, and have you been in contact with her?
No, we haven't really.
On Monday.
I think it would be very tough for her to be the leader. She doesn't have the support within. She's a very nice woman, or the respect within the country.
And in this breaking story, what did Ms. Machado just do? You wonder what the play is, but it's a genius breaking story. Check out what she just did for Donald Trump right here.
Trump gleefully seizes Nobel Peace Prize from a real winner. Trump has been withholding his endorsement of Machado to replace Maduro. Political analysts and observers were stunned on Thursday after a foreign leader gave President Donald Trump a pathetic gift. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado said she presented to Donald Trump the Nobel Peace Prize she won, and which he has coveted. Machado, who met with the president in the Oval Office on Thursday, has not received Trump's endorsement to replace President Nicolas Maduro, whom U.S. forces captured and brought to New York for an arraignment on drug and weapons-related charges. But Thursday's gesture may grease the wheels toward that end. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado visited the White House on Thursday, where she met with senators and presented her Nobel Peace Prize to Trump and offered to share it with him. Trump has previously insisted that he should have won the prize over Machado for settling 8 wars while in office. Machado was selected because of her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy, according to the Nobel Foundation. I presented the President of the United States the medal, the Peace, the Nobel Peace Prize, in recognition for his unique commitment with our freedom, Machado said, according to Fox News reporter Aisha Hasni. Reports of Machado presenting the Peace Prize to Trump caused a stir online. The amount of self-humiliation that some inflict on themselves to please the Mad King is absolutely astounding, Bruno Tertre, deputy director of the French think tank FRS, posted on X. Trump is such an utter, pathetic scumbag for taking this, foreign policy reporter Laura Rosen posted on X. Not since Putin took Robert Kraft's Super Bowl ring, journalist Ben Jacobs posted on X. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Even if Trump indeed has the physical prize in his possession, Machado's move might just be cosmetic. A Nobel Institute spokesperson previously told the Daily Beast, "A Nobel Prize can neither be revoked nor transferred to others. Once the announcement of the laureates has been made, the decision stands for all time. As for the prize money, the laureates are free to dispose of it as they see fit."
Yes, that. We are going to have to sit back and wonder, and only time will tell. While the fact that the committee for the Nobel Peace Prize doesn't allow a transference of the actual prize, it will never go down that way. Is that going to be something that appeases Daddy Donnie, or is that going to wind up being for her the greatest political move by a non-power country leader that we've ever seen in modern history? Because if that little stupid gift by her actually manages to get her in the position of being the president of Venezuela, woo, hats off to her. But much like an affair, who do you blame the most? The person who's married, who actually makes themselves available for the affair, or the person who knows they shouldn't accept, but they do anyway? You guys like and share the video, and stay frosty.